Hello guys. This is your friend Itachi Fanfic 3.0 and we are back a new fanfic story, which is what if Obito had not been late to the training field? Would the day have gone differently? Part 1. Let's start fanfic without wasting more time. The morning sun rose over the Hidden Leaf village, scattering light across rooftops and awakening the village to another peaceful day. The air smelled faintly of rain and cherry blossoms, a scent that always reminded Minato Namikaze of his students. Team Minato, a trio of young ninjas filled with potential, energy, and dreams far too big for their age. Minato stood at the edge of the training field, his long blonde hair rippling in the wind. His calm blue eyes scanned the area as he waited. It was their fifth mission together, and he had grown to know each of them better than anyone else. Kakashi Hatake, the genius prodigy who rarely smiled, already stood under a nearby tree, arms crossed, his silver hair gleaming under the sunlight. The headband covering his left eye was slightly tilted, as if even that reflected his unwillingness to fully open up. Early as always, Minato said, smiling softly. I don't see the point of being late, Kakashi replied without looking up. Before Minato could respond, a loud, familiar voice echoed from the path leading into the forest. Wait for me. I'm not late. Obito Uchiha never loses. A boy in goggles and an orange-trimmed blue jumpsuit stumbled into the field, panting heavily. His face was flushed from running, but his grin was wide and proud. Obito, you're late, Kakashi said dryly. Obito glared at him. I said I'm not late. I just got delayed because an old lady dropped her groceries, and I had to help her. A real hero helps the elderly. Kakashi sighed. You could have just said you overslept again. Obito puffed his chest out. I told you. I'm okay. You too, Minato interrupted gently. Let's not start the day arguing. Where's Rin? Right here. Rin Nohara's cheerful voice rang out as she jogged toward them, her brown hair bouncing with every step. She had a small basket of herbs in her hands and a bright smile on her face. Sorry, sensei. I stopped by the hospital to drop off some supplies. Minato nodded approvingly. That's all right, Rin. It's good you're helping out. Rin smiled gratefully. Beside her, Obito's expression softened, his cheeks turning slightly red. Kakashi noticed immediately and smirked under his mask. Focus, Obito. You're drooling again. What? I am not. Obito's face went bright red as Rin giggled. Minato chuckled. Alright, Team Minato. Today, we're heading out for a C rank mission. Simple delivery, but I expect you all to stay alert. The world outside the village isn't as forgiving. The team nodded, their young faces turning serious. They set off through the forest, their feet tapping rhythmically against the dirt path. The mission. By noon, they reached a river that flowed like silver glass under the sunlight. Minato spread out a small map on a boulder. Our destination is a small village near the border, he explained. We're delivering these documents. They contain details about border patrol schedules. We can't let them fall into the wrong hands. Kakashi immediately studied the terrain. If we take the main road, it's faster, but easier to ambush. The forest route is slower, but safer. Obito yawned. Safer is boring. Let's just get it done fast. Speed means nothing if you get caught, Kakashi countered. You're such a know-it-all. Before they could argue further, Minato smiled and said, we'll take the forest route. Kakashi, you'll lead. Rin, stay in the middle. Obito, you'll guard the rear. Obito's eyes widened. The rear. Why do I always get the boring job? Because, Minato replied kindly, a true ninja protects his comrades, even when no one's watching. Obito blinked, then nodded firmly. I got it, sensei. Into the forest. The dense woods surrounded them, tall trees whispering secrets to the wind. Every step was cautious, their senses sharp. Kakashi signaled hand gestures. Move quietly, stay low, listen. For a while, everything went smoothly. Birds chirped, leaves rustled, and the team's coordination was near perfect. But soon, the calm was broken by a faint whistle, a kunai slicing through the air. Ambush! Kakashi shouted, drawing his blade. 3 masked shinobi leapt from the trees, their headbands marked with a foreign symbol. Bandits. Or worse, enemy ninja. Obito froze for a second, heart pounding. Rin gasped as one of the attackers charged at her. Kakashi moved instantly, intercepting the strike with his tanto. Rin, stay back, he shouted. Minato disappeared in a flash. Literally, reappearing behind an enemy with his signature speed and striking him down before the man even realized what had happened. Obito threw a fireball, but it missed narrowly and hit a tree instead. The explosion sent smoke everywhere. Obito, watch where you aim. Kakashi scolded. I'm trying. Try harder. Minato reappeared beside them, his cloak fluttering. Kakashi. Obito. Teamwork. Focus. The two nodded reluctantly. With new determination, Obito and Kakashi synchronized their attacks. Kakashi parried a blade while Obito launched another fire-style jutsu, forcing the enemy into Kakashi's range. Together, they took him down. The last attacker charged toward Rin, but Minato appeared between them like lightning. One swift motion, and the battle was over. Obito's breathing was heavy, sweat dripping down his face. I thought we were just delivering papers. Minato placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. That's the life of a ninja. Even simple missions can turn dangerous in an instant. Rin knelt beside a fallen enemy. They were definitely trained. Someone must have known we'd be carrying the documents. Kakashi's eyes darkened. That means there's a leak. Minato nodded grimly. We'll discuss that once we're back. For now, we continue. They resumed their journey, but the air between them had changed. Kakashi walked ahead, silent and focused. Rin followed with quiet worry. Obito trudged behind, lost in thought. Every step echoed his doubts. I froze again. I wasn't fast enough. I almost let Rin get hurt. He clenched his fists. I'll get stronger, he whispered. Talking to yourself now? Kakashi asked, glancing back. Obito glared. At least I care about more than rules. Kakashi stopped walking, his tone cold. Rules are what keep us alive. And caring about people is what makes us human. Obito shot back. You think you're so great because you never make mistakes, but that doesn't make you better. The tension was thick, and Rin stepped between them. Stop it. Both of you. We're a team, remember. Minato, walking behind them, smiled faintly. They remind me of myself when I was their age. He stepped forward, placing a hand on each boy's shoulder. You both have strong beliefs. Don't let those beliefs divide you, let them strengthen you. A team isn't perfect because everyone agrees. It's strong because everyone covers for each other's weaknesses. The two boys fell silent, guilt softening their anger. Obito looked down. Sorry. Kakashi nodded. Me too. Rin smiled. That's better. Now let's finish this mission. By nightfall, they reached a mountain pass near the border village. The air was colder, and a thick mist rolled in. Sensei, the fog's too heavy. Visibility is low, Kakashi said. Minato nodded. Stay close. We're almost there. Suddenly, a faint sound echoed, the crack of a twig. Not again, Obito muttered, drawing a kunai. Shadows emerged from the mist. More enemies, this time wearing cloaks with the same strange symbol. They outnumbered Team Minato 5-1. Minato's voice was calm but firm. Rin, stay behind me. Kakashi, Obito, protect her no matter what happens. Without another word, the enemy attacked. Kunai clashed in the mist, sparks flying. Kakashi's blade gleamed as he parried multiple strikes, his Sharinganless eye following every movement. Obito formed hand signs quickly. Fire style. Phoenix flower jutsu. Flames burst forth, lighting the battlefield in orange glow. Rin tended to Minato's minor wounds, though he seemed untouched by fatigue. His movements were too fast, flashes of yellow and white that disoriented the enemy. But one opponent, faster than the rest, broke through and lunged toward Rin. Rin! Obito shouted, throwing himself in front of her. The enemy's blade grazed his shoulder. Blood splattered the dirt. Kakashi was there in an instant, countering the next strike and finishing the enemy with precision. Rin caught Obito as he stumbled. "You're hurt." Obito winced but smiled weakly. "Guess I'm finally useful, huh?" Kakashi turned, eyes wide with guilt. "Obito." Minato ended the fight with a final flash. As the last enemy fell, the fog began to lift, revealing a quiet, moonlit path. Minato looked at his team. Bruised, tired, but alive. "We did it," he said softly. "Good work, everyone." Obito tried to laugh but winced. "Next time, maybe no more C-rank missions, okay?" Rin giggled despite her tears. "Deal." Kakashi approached Obito, helping him up. "You did well, Obito. I underestimated you." Obito blinked in surprise, then grinned. "Did you just compliment me?" "Don't get used to it," Kakashi replied, but there was warmth in his tone. Minato smiled quietly. His students were growing. Through struggle, through mistakes, through heart. That was the true path of a ninja. After the mission, back in the village, the team reported their success. The Hokage congratulated Minato on raising such promising students. As they walked away from the mission office, Obito stretched his arms and yawned. "Man, I'm starving." "Rin, you want to get some ramen?" Rin smiled. "Sure." "Kakashi, you coming?" Kakashi hesitated, then nodded. "Fine. But you're paying." "What? You never pay." Obito protested. Minato laughed. "You three go ahead. I'll see you tomorrow at training." As they walked off together, Kakashi teasing Obito, Rin laughing, Minato stood watching them, a quiet pride glowing in his eyes. "They'll surpass me one day," he thought. Each of them in their own way. The sun set behind the Hokage monument, painting the sky in gold and orange. Team Minato's silhouettes stretched long against the light, four figures bound not just by duty, but by something deeper. Friendship, loyalty, love. Even as fate would one day test them in the harshest of ways, for this moment, they were together, whole, smiling, and young. As the evening breeze rustled the trees, Obito paused at the top of a hill overlooking the village. "Kakashi," he said quietly, "one day, I'm going to be stronger than you. Strong enough to protect everyone, even you." Kakashi looked at him, eyes softer than usual. "Then I'll hold you to that." Rin smiled between them. "You two really can't go a day without competing, huh?" Obito laughed. "Guess not." Minato's voice echoed from behind them. "Good. Keep that fire alive. Because one day, that fire will be what saves this world." As the last light faded, Team Minato stood together, young souls unaware of the storms that destiny would bring. But for now, they had each other.